Well, the NFL and the Will Smith movie Concussion have sharpened our awareness of the danger of concussion in contact sports.
But concussions are on the rise, and a key segment of our population here in Hampton Roads are veterans. Investigative reporter Chris Horn has more on a plan to help affected vets get their lives back on track. Chris.
Anita and Tom, service members are coming home from combat or even extensive training with lingering concussions. They have ongoing headaches, depression, anger issues, and they're unable to focus. So a nationwide research project is looking for better treatments for vets with concussions. Their number is growing, and many are unaware of what's really going on inside their heads.
It's a miracle that I'm alive.
Marine Sergeant Eddie Wright was a gunner on the back of a Humvee in Fallujah in 2004. That's when the vehicle took a direct hit from an RPG.
I was exposed to a blast from like maybe 2 feet away.
When Wright came home, the outward damage was obvious. He had lost both of his hands and had severe damage to his leg. But inside, even to this day, the after effects of concussion have him surrounded. Strain on his marriage, an inability to focus, irritability, anger. Some of his fellow Marines survived the war, but lost the battle.
It's a serious issue. I'm passionate about it because I've seen so many people. I know Marines who have died. They killed themselves because they couldn't fix themselves, and they just weren't right in the head.
Dr. David Sifu wants to help Wright and others like him. He's based at VCU and the Richmond VA Medical Center and runs a nationwide research project. The Chronic Effects of Neurotrauma Consortium, or CENSI, is looking for novel treatments for military concussions. Sifu says Army and Marine infantry are especially at risk.
When you're getting repeated concussions, when you're getting them close to each other, when you're getting them without even being aware or being treated for them, when you're getting another one before the last one has fully healed.
Even training can put service members at risk.
Whether it's jumping into water and hitting something, whether it's things blowing up in the water, whether it's airborne paratrooping, whether it's taking a lot of fire, whether it's rappelling down rocks.
Sifu says duty to mission and unit can keep service members from realizing they've even had a concussion.
All of them were blown up. So they all didn't feel so well. So they all said, yeah, that was wild. And we didn't feel well. Well, if we tested them, they would have all had concussions.
Here's some data Sifu gave us. CENSI has screened over 1 million veterans so far. About 200,000, 20%, still had lingering symptoms of repeated concussions. So now he's reaching out to any and all veterans to help his team find better treatments.
Anybody that's felt dazed, confused, saw stars, were woozy while in battle.
About 2.6 million troops were deployed since 2000. The DoD estimates 350,000 sustained concussions, but Sifu says many go unreported. Based on CENSI's screening data, Sifu says it's probably greater than 500,000 veterans with concussions. And Wright's message to other military with brain injuries?
Don't give up. We're in this together. We got this, and we need to just start talking about it. Talk about it.
I'm glad that Wright talked to us about it. Wright says had he been serving in Vietnam, he never would have survived. He says triage treatment for blast victims is so much better now. So Wright says expect to see more and more veterans like him, the ones who survived horrific injuries but are haunted by concussion. The research consortium encourages veterans who might have been exposed to any sort of concussion to volunteer for the study. We have full details on just how to do that at wavy.com. Chris Horn, 10 on your side.